Apple have been making a lot of new updates that will affect business owners and marketers that are using their products and services. And in this video, what I want to do is break down specifically which are the biggest new features that Apple will be releasing soon that will affect business owners. So the first new change is Group FaceTime. There's going to be a huge new update to how FaceTime works. And when you look at these new updates and features, you'll see that it's now looking a lot more similar to how Zoom actually works. So it looks like they're now going to be directly competing with Zoom. And some of the features that the new Group FaceTime include are things that Zoom already have, such as being able to have conversations with anyone, even non-Apple users, sending them a private meeting link to join the video conference, hosting secure meetings, blurring your background, and even allowing you to share your screen on both iPhone and Mac versions of the new FaceTime. The second feature is a brand new feature, which is the new Focus feature. Now, the Focus feature works similar to how Do Not Disturb currently works on an iPhone or on a Mac device. And what the Focus feature does differently is that it allows you to select what you are actually doing. And one of the cool features about this new Focus feature is that if anyone tries to message you when you're in this focus mode, it will actually tell the other person that's trying to reach you that you're in a focused mode. And it will let them know that they may not be getting your notifications because of that. Now, if they still really need to reach you, like let's say it's an emergency or something like that, they can still do that. But at least it lets people know what you're working on right now and why they might not hear from you straight away. So when it comes to being more productive in your business, this could be a very good and useful feature. The next feature is the new Apple Mail privacy protection. So this new privacy feature will stop senders from knowing your IP address and knowing whether someone has actually opened an email or not. So if they don't know whether they've opened an email or not, this may actually affect your email open rates if you're using any email marketing software and you have a lot of people on your email list that are Apple users. And by not knowing the IP address of someone when they open your email, you also don't know their location. So there's a lot of email marketing providers that actually use the IP address to know what location your different subscribers or leads are actually based in. So it will be interesting to see what different email marketing software providers do to try and get around this new Apple privacy update. Another new Apple privacy feature is the new App Privacy Report. The App Privacy Report offers an overview of how apps are using different features on your phone, such as location, photos, camera, microphone, contacts, and things like that in the last 7 days, and also which domains are being contacted. So if there's anything in there that you don't like, in terms of your data being shared in a certain way, you will know what app is actually sharing that data, and then you can put a stop to it if you want to it. So this will most likely affect big companies like Facebook and Google that are relying on that data in order to show more personalized ads to the right people. And one more new privacy feature is the Hide My Email feature. Now, this has kind of been used a little bit in the past with Apple, so it's not like a completely brand new feature, but this is something that they're going to be focusing a little bit more on. And what it basically allows people to do is that if there is a form, like an opt-in form or something like that, that they have to fill in online, they can actually use a different email address that Apple will create that hides their real email address. And any emails that go to that alternative email address will be forwarded to the user's real email address. So it's just a way of hiding their real email address when they require people to enter their name and email. So this means in the near future, once this feature rolls out, you might actually start to see more weird looking emails when you're generating leads because people are using this new feature. Now, moving away from the privacy stuff for a second, one of the new productivity features is the Notes app. And it's interesting that on the Notes app, they're actually trying to do a lot of what Google Docs is already doing. So even though you could share access with other people to your notes in the past, now they're actually giving you a lot more information as to what changes someone will make. You can also tag people in the notes as well. So again, it's looking very similar to collaborating on a document in the same way that you can do this with Google Docs. And the last and one of the most craziest new features that I've seen are the new universal controls. So with universal controls, you can now use your devices to interact with each other in new ways. For example, if you put your iPad and laptop next to each other, you can actually drag your mouse from your laptop and move it over to the iPad. And you can do that from one device, which is crazy. And there's all kinds of different ways that you can now interact with different Apple devices using just one device. So it'd be really interesting to see how this affects people's productivity and how it affects how you use these different apps in your business. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.